You slept 8 full hours, and you woke up feeling like you never slept at all. That's not stress. That's not age. Something stole your sleep, and you had no idea it was happening. Before we go further, when you wake up exhausted after a full night in bed, what do you blame? Drop it in the comments. Because by the end of this video, your answer is going to be completely wrong. Here's where it gets strange. Researchers studied people with this exact problem, sleeping 7, 8, 9 hours, waking up destroyed every morning. They hooked them up to brain monitors and watched what happened all night. What they found was not what anyone expected. These people were sleeping, but something that was supposed to run inside their brains wasn't. And without it, the hours didn't matter. Their bodies were unconscious, but they were never actually recovering. The process has a name. Scientists call it the glymphatic system, and it might be the most important thing happening in your body that you've never heard of. Every single day, your brain produces toxic waste, byproducts of normal thinking that build up between neurons. Left there, they cause brain fog, cognitive decline, the feeling that your mind is wrapped in cotton. Your brain has exactly one way to flush them out. Deep sleep. A 2019 study published in Science, one of the most prestigious journals on Earth, found that during deep sleep, the brain's glymphatic channels expand by nearly 60%. Cerebrospinal fluid surges through, washing out everything that built up during the day. It only happens once. In that window, miss it, and most of that waste stays. So what was stopping these people from reaching deep sleep? Not their phones, not their mattress, not caffeine. A hormone. One every person produces. One that's supposed to protect you. Its name is cortisol, and it had gone rogue. Cortisol is your alertness signal. In the morning, it spikes, pulling you awake, sharpening your senses. At night, it's supposed to crash, dropping low enough that your brain feels safe to descend into deep sleep. But in the people being studied, it wasn't crashing. Scientists measured cortisol at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., still elevated. Not dramatically, just enough. Just enough to keep the nervous system on low-level alert. Just enough to whisper, "Not yet, not safe, stay ready." Their eyes were closed. Their bodies were horizontal, but their biology thought it was still daytime. That one hormone was suppressing their slow-wave deep sleep by 37% every single night without them knowing. And here's what made it worse. Deep sleep doesn't spread evenly through the night. It front-loads. The majority happens in the first 3 to 4 hours after you fall asleep, which means going to bed at midnight instead of 10 p.m. doesn't just shift your sleep later, it compresses the only window where deep recovery is even possible. You can clock 8 hours on the alarm and get 40 minutes of the sleep your body actually needed. The clock on your wall and the clock in your biology are not running on the same time. So here's how you fight back. Fix your wake time first, not your bedtime. Pick one time and never move it. Not weekends, not after a bad night. Your cortisol rhythm is anchored to when you wake up. Consistent waking recalibrates it to drop properly at night within 1 week. Drop your room to 65 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Deep sleep requires your core body temperature to fall. A warm room physically fights that process every single night. The cold isn't about comfort, it's a biological trigger. Cut alcohol 3 hours before bed, minimum. A study in alcoholism. Clinical and experimental research found moderate drinking reduces REM sleep by up to 24%. It knocks you unconscious faster. It does not let you recover. Those are not the same thing. And protect your first 4 hours like they're the most valuable hours of your night. Because they are. That's when the glymphatic system runs hardest. Disrupt that window, and it doesn't reopen. Something stole your sleep last night. Now you know its name. Now you know how it works. And now you know exactly how to stop it. There's also a specific nutrient deficiency that drives cortisol up at night in over 70% of adults, and most people have it. That's the next video. Subscribe, you'll want to see this one.